Juneteenth is often marked with parades and celebrations, but the holiday's origins date back to 1865, shortly after the end of the U.S. Civil War.
June 19th is the day that Union troops entered Galveston, Texas, and informed some 200,000 enslaved people that they were actually free and no longer subject to the coerced labor of their former masters.
A few months later, the 13th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution officially outlawed slavery in the entire United States. For decades, Juneteenth was celebrated as an informal holiday within the African American community. In recent years, as the Black Lives Matter movement brought issues of racial justice to the forefront of American culture and politics, support began building to make Juneteenth an official holiday.
The traction really picked up by activists to use Juneteenth as a way to celebrate the struggles and continued struggles of African Americans. And so it's very much a activist spirit to force African Americans and Americans themselves to look at each other as humans and to celebrate the struggles of African Americans.
In 2021, Congress passed a bill making Juneteenth a federal holiday. U.S. President Joe Biden signed it into law.
Juneteenth represents not only the commemoration of the end of slavery in America more than 150 years ago, but the ongoing work to have to bring true equity and racial justice into American society, which we can do.
The struggle for equality in the U.S. is far from over.
White supremacy, as an ideological construct, remains embedded in our structures and institutions, and we can see it manifest in things like the wealth gap between Blacks and whites, health disparities, and mass incarceration.
There's hope the Juneteenth holiday will lead more Americans, including white Americans, to reflect and act on racial justice.
The struggle continues. Very important for Americans, all Americans, to participate in the celebration of the holiday by donating their time on behalf of those in the struggle or donating their money to causes to help Americans, particularly African Americans, to celebrate and also overcome some of the hurdles and critical issues that we face.
Jim Spellman, CGTN, Washington.